Friends, fellow Spartans, look around you. We are here today, pushing our bodies to the limit, facing a challenge that most would deem impossible, to conquer 100 kilometers, or even 100 miles, within a single day. Why do we subject ourselves to such grueling tests of endurance? Why do we fight this battle against fatigue, against doubt, against the very limits of our perceived capabilities? We fight for something bigger than ourselves. We fight for the children of CHOC, the Childhood Cancer Foundation.
And what is the reason why you've decided to do this challenge?
A couple of reasons. Obviously, the main reason is it's for kids with cancer. That's why we do what we do. Johnny Cobra and Robbie Rick, you can never say no to them.
My name is Paulo Pereira, and I've got the most unique name on this is Sbbu, which is Paulo.
School, they knew there was a Z in my name, but they couldn't remember what the name was, so they just called me Blitz in any case. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
What brings you back to challenge again this year?
Well, it's the greatest fun you have at this event. You know, it doesn't compare to any other events.
I'm with Johnny Cobra, who actually is the event organizer, as well as one of our 100 milers. What made you decide to enter and do the 100 mile this year?
If you don't push yourself as hard as you can, you'll never know how far you can go. It's as simple as that. There's no science to it, there's no logic to it. It's honestly just seeing what you can do.
Cool. And if you think about last year, you also attempted the 100 miler. What are your, are you looking to improve that, or what went wrong, or?
Yes, the 100 miler kicked my butt last year. Made it halfway, which was good. Probably would have quit after 10, and then Hazel gave me quite a rough speaking to and told me to man up in certain terms. So no, I absolutely aiming to finish. So I learned a lot last year. I think I went out a little bit quick, so we definitely slowed it down. And loop by loop.
What is your race strategy?
Walk as much as you can.
What's your race strategy? Will you be pacing yourself or going full out from the start?
For me, pacing myself and going full out are one and the same thing.
So what is your race strategy? Will you be pacing yourself or going out from the start?
No, very, very slow.
What's your race strategy? Will you be pacing yourself or going all out?
I had a hard lesson last year. Went out too quickly and I was dribbling a wreck over the last 6 laps. So as long as you have enough time to refuel, actually the rest sometimes is to your detriment. So whether a cardi boys, you're just going to pace it in and run, walk. Run the flats, run the downhills, and then walk the ups, and then may reverse that later on when the muscles are sore.
What is your race strategy? Will you be pacing yourself or going all out from the start?
No, definitely pacing it, because my uncle over there taught me that you must definitely pace yourself. If you don't, you're going to burn out.
What's your race strategy? Will you be pacing yourself or going all out from the start?
I want to do each lap in 50 minutes. That's my strategy.
5-0.
50 minutes. First lap to last lap.
Hazy, 2 questions. What is your race strategy, and will you be pacing yourself or going all out from the start?
My race strategy is to copy what every other 100-mile runner is doing.
How do you plan to stay motivated and focused during the toughest moments of the race?
Wow. So I've seen people sitting in the chemo room getting chemotherapy, and basically it's like acid in your veins, and there's no easy option. That's what you've got to do. And I always think this is like what I do for fun. So it's not comparable, and I stick that in the back of my head.
What advice would you give to someone considering taking on a similar challenge in the future?
Suck it up, princess. Get off the couch and start.
What is the most important lesson you've learned about yourself through this experience so far?
Is that your mind is your most powerful asset in your body. When your body says no, for as long as your mind says go, you can go as far as your mind says you must go.
So what is the most important lesson you've learned about yourself through this experience so far?
I can eat stuff that I'm not allowed to.
So what's going on, sister?
Apparently I'm a pronator and I didn't know.
What's the most important lesson you've learned about yourself through this experience so far?
Don't walk.
it hurts a lot more than running.
What's the most important lesson you've learned about yourself through this experience so far?
Be patient.
What advice would you give to someone considering taking on a similar challenge in the future?
Train a lot harder than what I did.
So what's the most important lesson you've learned about yourself through the experience so far?
Just when you think you're hurting or it's too hard, you read a story like we did with Chloe's story in the Sbbu magazine, and you realize how much most people are hurting even more and how much people can endure, and then what you think is so sore is like almost a feeble excuse for complaining.
What advice would you give to someone considering taking on a similar challenge?
100 miles. Train. Train is a good
Good place to start.
Don't eat donuts.
Cool. How are you feeling?
Good, strong.
So what's the most important lesson you've learned about yourself through this experience so far, either today or in training?
I think my lesson still to be learned. I haven't learned my lesson properly yet, but I think it's coming.
What's your favorite training playlist or song to get you pumped?
Anything with AC/DC or the Zep.
What's your favorite training playlist or song to get you pumped?
I don't listen to music.
Oh, that's fine. How are your friends and family supporting you during this journey?
My kids are at home napping, and my wife's here running and seconding with me.
What is your favorite training playlist or song to get pumped? Or don't you listen to music?
Metallica, AC/DC, Guns N' Roses.
How are you feeling?
I'm still okay.
First question, how are you feeling?
Yeah, it's getting a bit nips out there, so yeah, maybe a jacket probably in the next 2 laps, but yeah, otherwise all good.
How are you feeling?
Terrible.
How are you feeling?
Feeling good. Everything's going according to plan. Even better than according to plan. So yeah, not unhappy.
What's the best piece of advice you've received from a fellow runner or mentor?
My brother keeps on telling me, okay, that I should do negative splits. So in other words, go easy in the beginning and go faster towards the end. Ask me if I've ever followed that advice.
Have you ever followed that advice? If you could have any celebrity cheer you on during the race, who would it be, or a special person?
Besides family, the first person that comes to mind is Scott Jerry.
My son has introduced me to like One Republic. Anything from there.
Okay, lekker. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's a bit tricky at night. Mainly because you can't really see, even with a torch, you can't really see where you're going. So it's sort of, well, for me anyway, it inhibits my steps.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Awesome. Loving it, eh? Getting into it now.
Fantastic. If your running shoes could talk, what would they say about you?
You're an idiot.
Right, how are we feeling?
Fantastic. just had the most inspirational look of all talking to Johnny Cobra.
Shakes. So first of all, how are you feeling?
The real work has started now, I believe. But yeah, we're digging deep.
If your running shoes could talk, what would they say about you?
She runs in us too much. Look. She runs far too much in us. Please leave us alone.
If your running shoes could talk, what would they say about you?
We could use some powder.
If your running shoes could talk, what would they say about you?
Bleep off.
What's the most ridiculous or funny thing that's happened to you during training or a race?
I can tell you what happened to a friend of mine. Will that help?
Okay, that helps. Carry on.
So I can't think of anything that's happened to me, but my friend Greg Morley-Jepson at the race in Dahlstrom, 21 kilometers, had a tube of goo in one pocket and a tube of sunblock in another pocket. And whilst we were running, he pulled out the sunblock, bit it and squeezed the sunblock in his mouth.
No!
And then you can just imagine what happened after that.
Oh no! How are you feeling?
Very good. I'm now going to go straight to sleep.
What's the most ridiculous or funny thing that's happened to you during a training or race?
I'll tell you the 2 Oceans story. So we're running 2 Oceans in the car suit. good few years ago when it was still on Easter weekend, and then the Caltex garage has got the Caltex bunny rabbits.
Yeah.
So yeah, we proceeded. Pat was there, Greg Morley Gibson was there, Jess was there. So I grabbed the bunny, I turned the bunny over, and I started. And Pat turned around and said, "That's where speckled eggs come from."
How are you feeling, Alves?
Flippin'. Like, if I don't win this race this year, then I'll never win it. I'm such a hot favourite at the moment.
What is the one thing you are most grateful for during this challenge?
The camaraderie, I think, because I think we're all doing it for the same cause, and we all know around about now, halfway, everyone's hurting in some shape or form, so yeah, everyone supports it. It's not a race, really, we're just out there to make sure everyone gets through, so yeah.
What is the one thing you are most grateful for during this challenge?
The people around me.
Well done! What's your favorite running related accessory or gear? Not bad. What's your favorite running related accessory or gear?
Shoes.
What's your favorite running related accessory or gear?
Oh, it's got to be AirPods.
What's your favorite running gear or running related accessory?
Sbbu bracelet.
What's your favorite running related accessory or gear? My roller.
Goose. Because it makes me go faster with all the caffeine.
What's your favorite running related accessory or gear? What's your favorite running related accessory or gear?
Vaseline.
If you could have one superpower for one race, what would it be and why?
Weightlessness, 50%, because then I could win the race and it would still look like I was actually like running and beating the others.
What chat or conversation kept you going in the last loop? Did you run with someone or were you on your own?
Yes, I ran with people.
And what conversation were you having?
What conversation did we have? Oh, I showed them the street light that I had last year.
Oh, really?
When I started feeling like I can't go on anymore around 4 a.m.
Yes.
And I said they need to keep me from hugging that street light.
Okay.
I actually hugged it and sat down and re-evaluated my life choices. And then I stood up and continued.
That's hilarious. How are you feeling?
To death. I'm still the hot favourite. I promise you, I'd be very disappointed if I don't win this today.
What chat or conversation kept you going on the last loop?
Louis told us a fantastic story about how his mother-in-law stuffed up and gave a fish soup to his children when they were young. It was all congealed, however, the bags went into the wrong direction and someone's coat, which was right next to the fish soup, got the brunt of a leak of fish soup all over there. So we had a great inspirational story there.
No, I ran with Mary. And we just... I have absolutely no clue what we talked about.
What's one thing you wish people understood about your experience as a challenger?
People underestimate that, for whatever it is, K's an hour is easy, but actually it's the stopping. Like now, the muscles get cold and it takes us probably K and a half, 2 Ks to warm up. So, I think a lot of guys, if you gave them the option to run 50 non-stop, they'd do it in a heartbeat. So, yeah, that's the hard part.
One thing you wish people understood about your experience as a challenger?
I wish everybody could see what I saw today in Sbbu and Sienna, and I didn't think they would come close to going as far as they did. I was so impressed. So if people could see what I saw, that's pretty awesome. They did well.
How are you feeling?
Fine.
Are you?
7 laps to go.
And what's one thing you wish people understood about your experience as a challenger?
That it's all about pushing yourself.
What's one thing you wish people understood about your experience as a challenger?
Motivation.
What happened?
see how I'm in winning mentality.
100%. It's just written all over your face.
See, I'm about to get the checkered flag.
What's going through your mind when you feel like giving up?
I say Dudette is waiting to give me an interview, okay? If I don't make it, she's going to get upset with me. And I never make Dudette upset.
Okay, but do you even consider giving up?
Tungsten steel does not give up.
How's your body holding up so far? Any surprises or challenges?
Wow. Nothing's a surprise when you don't train for shit like that.
How's your body holding up?
My back is hurting.
So is that a surprise?
Not necessarily.
Have you suffered from a back issue before?
When I'm running long.
Is your body holding up so far? Any surprises or challenges?
I'm surprised that it is holding up so far.
What's going through your mind when you feel like giving up?
Giving up is never an option.
Well done. Well done.
I've got 4 laps to go. Those 4 laps I'm going to break a record. Each of those 4.
Okay.
Okay. With this, I'm going to be totally parallel with the sun. As it comes out, I go faster and faster. Okay.
You're going to win.
And Dudette, when I win, I want you to with open arms waiting for me. 4 laps to go.
We've got 4 laps left to go. How you doing?
Alright.
4 laps to go.
Yeah, 16 Ks.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Got 2 laps to go.
Yeah.
Sun's coming out.
Yeah.
You're gonna make it, boy. What's going through your mind?
Yeah, no, look, I'm sure we'll make it because only disaster can stop you. But you mustn't be overconfident, obviously, because you can trip and etc.
Yeah.
But as I said earlier, I'm not giving up. If I'm forced to retire, that's another thing.
You've got 2 loops left.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
I am feeling like everything is about to fall apart. I must just hold on for the next 2 loops.
Sun's out, guns out.
Yes. Are you feeling any pain whatsoever in your body, and where is it?
No pain whatsoever, except in my legs.
That is pain somewhere. And how does it feel like compared to comrades?
No, a lot better.
A lot better.
It's not fucking no, you can't have pain now with 2 laps to go.
Yeah.
It's not, your pain doesn't make a difference.
Boy,
2 loops left.
piece of cake.
It's going to get done. There is zero question about that.
Hayes, sun's coming out, 2 loops left. How are you feeling?
Pumped because I can walk the next 2. I'm bagged my extra 5. I got permission from Mr. John the Saint that I'm allowed to walk to. Well, I'm allowed to do 4.1.
Sun's out.
Guns out.
2 loops left. In the back.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. It's all right. Yeah. Last one's ceremonial, so I'm not too worried about that.
Next one? It'll be hard.
It's actually an easier loop this. That last one was
How's it possible that you're getting faster? What are you doing? What are you eating?
Because it's time to end. And that's what my brain does. When I want to end, I'm like a horse. I want to finish.
And when did that kick in? Like in the last 5 loops?
The fairway loop.
Okay.
When did that start? At 6.
Okay.
That's it.
Then you started to get into your rhythm.
Yeah.